Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3, where Gale and crew have just cleared out the foundry, and now we need to figure out how to blow the bugger up once and for all. So two of us are going to come back upstairs. Ah, there we go, the rest have followed. Now, where do we leave our good friend Xana Tubin? There he is.
We are losing time. You must guide me to the Neurosita before the Bay Knights send reinforcements.
Let's go.
Lead the way. I'll listen to your steps and bring up the rear.
Just try and make sure you end up in the elevator. I'm not sure if you're going to automatically. Also, what's this guy all about? He's a human, but he's also a Gondian. I guess the Gondians aren't just a particular group of gnomes and anyone can join the club. But let's roll anyway. Our man can pop in here and do his job. Neural switchboard is probably our target. Do we need to chat to old Xana at this point?
The Neurosita. I can hear its hum. Familiar, yet painful. I helped design the Steel Watchers, toiled night and day on the first bipedal prototype. It is fitting it ends this way. I will bring down not only the Steel Watch, but the very foundry itself. This place will be smoke and rubble when I am finished. Are you ready, my friend?
I hope you're allowing us to get out in one piece. What are you going to do?
Like the foundry, the Neurosita's exterior is near impossible to penetrate. However, its inner circuitry is highly unstable. I'm going to rain fire upon it from the inside out.
Do it.
Gond, let your hammer be my courage, your furnace my heart.
Yep. Seems as though pegging it is probably the order of the day right now. Yeah! Cool explosions.
We're alive! Blessed Gond. And the foundry crumbles behind us. The sound is as sweet as a well-oiled clog. Today you did the impossible, and for that, the Gondians thank you. Whenever you need us, call out, and we shall be there.
Wonderful. More allies. Lovely, lovely stuff indeed. And now all the Steel Watchers around the city have just sort of fallen over. Gortash is going to be deeply unimpressed, I'm sure. Probably need a nap at this point. We are looking a bit worse for wear. And then we will gather our troops for today's episode and head on out. Maybe it's time for Astarion to rejoin the team.
Get up. There's something you should see.
Cool.
I know it's early, but this couldn't wait. Watch. I used to hate that sight. The glowing sky, the long shadows, the fading stars. I lived for the red of blood and the black of death. Now, I see the colors between. Look at the sun. What do you see?
I mean, I generally try not to look at the sun. Hope, life, a future worth fighting for.
Yes. And something else, too. Beauty. The dawn was my torment. Rustling leaves. Agony. I couldn't wait to escape this place. Now, I revel in it. I revel in you. You showed me the betweens and beyonds. Between war and peace. Beyond passion and obsession. Most importantly, you showed me freedom. There's more, but I don't know how to say it. I don't know what to call it. I just know, whatever comes next, I want you near.
That was beautiful, Lae'zel.
When all this is over, will you stay with me? For good?
I'm waiting so long to hear those words. I will stay with you, come what may.
Jacques Von Findu, source of my joy.
Gortash isn't going to find out.
Wonderful. A lovely little scene. Now, that won't cause the world to save itself, though. We've still got jobs to do. Maybe it's time to go to Cazador's palace, you know. So where are we going to go to? Well, we're going to Cazador's, but how are we going to get to Cazador's? We've got a waypoint there. Central waypoint is probably the place to be. And then I think we can just stroll up here. Yeah, Tsar Palace, South Tower. Now, what are you wearing, Astarion? Hide armor +2. That's not terribly special. But more importantly, it's not very attractive. That's better. You want to look your best when we're meeting your former master. And dye your boots as well. We'll dye your gloves as well. We've got plenty of dye available. I always forget to dye anything other than the armor. But not today. Can't dye the staff though. Very well.
I can sneak in here. Security shouldn't be too tight. A few charmed innocents, maybe.
Lead the way, actually. You're the man. Oh, let's give you another tadpole as well.
Master Astarion. But the time is almost here. You should be at the ritual. Hurry. The palace is being sealed. You must not be late. You must not anger the master.
You'll be free of the master soon. I'll see to that.
Free of the master. But the master is freedom. The master is everything. You will be brought to the master. You will answer for your blasphemy.
Ah, okay, that wasn't a very subtle answer then. So be it. I guess we'll just have to bash a bunch of buggers. Shillelagh. Let's just march in and smack someone. I mean, we want the rats down, don't we? Although, actually, that's the point. We're probably better off using cantrips first, just to get rid of the rats. But now we'll lurk over here. Gale, what would you like to get up to? Oh, there's another rat. Oh, there's one in the corner as well. Probably deal with them all fairly easily. I don't think it's going to break the bank if we use a level 3 spell slot. Oh, we should probably wild shape as well, shouldn't we? There goes that rat. And let's see. That requires a full action. Okay. Should have done it pre-combat. Lae'zel, do you want to just smack someone about? Boff. It's decent damage. We can risk an opportunity attack. Because then we can also just push this bugger back into Spirit Guardians. You get on your ass. Firebolt? Eh. It's probably fine. Now, before I forget again, let's wild shape into dragon. And what should we do for our actual action this turn? We'll shriek with our blade. Now it can do extra thunder damage to people when they reverberate. All the foes looking pretty feeble at this point, so I guess we'll just use anything really. Nice. And then give that one a bosh with the old Shillelagh powered staff. Maybe give them a bite as well. And then maybe just cleave them with the old blade. No, we don't want that. Use your reaction to nullify the spell. So it's basically a reusable counter spell. Get wrecked. We're not having cloud daggers pop up. Where are you going? You cowardly wretch. Have some dragon breath. Wonderful. And then maybe some sacred flame? Sweet. Fight over. Wasn't the most subtle way of entering the place. But it's fine. Unless, of course, everyone else in here now hates us as well, which is possible.
Darian, vampire dens. What should I expect?
Vampires would be a safe bet.
Hilarious. You belong on stage. Perhaps the blood-stained sort, with a hooded man standing by, axe in hand.
Everyone in here seems pretty chill. This is good. Then we've got a sinister door.
The door is covered in intricate text, but you can't see anywhere a key might fit. Only a small round hollow engraved with a family crest.
There's text on the door, so let's peer at it. Very much fail.
The writing means nothing to you. You can't even recognize the script.
There's writing like this all over the palace. Some old, probably dead language of Cazador's. We were strictly forbidden from learning it.
And the hollow?
The indentation seems to be the right size and shape to fit a signet ring bearing the family crest.
It's oddly specific to come to that conclusion, but hey-ho. No, I don't think there's much of merit in the Chamberlain's suite. We'll just press on downstairs.
Reeks of necrotic magic. Perhaps it's best left closed for now.
In we go.
I feel so drained. There's necrotic magic at work here.
Yeah, there is. Can we move the source of said necrotic magic?
What in the hell is happening here? I entertained our guests here until Cazador appeared and took them away. But I never saw anything like this.
Maybe we're not strong enough. Let's just exit turn-based.
It wasn't good.
And shuffle over here. Is this the right place to look? Yeah. There's a diary.
Kozakura.
Well, a dictionary.
I've seen this around somewhere. We're always forbidden from studying it.
Cool. So that's one of the things we need down here. Let's keep strolling.
Behold! One of Cazador's cheapest tricks. An illusionary wall.
And the door to the
Behind it
kennel.
is the kennel. A fetid little cell he'd throw us into when displeased.
In we go, I guess.
Prime spot for an ambush.
Hello, Gody.
I know you're there, Golly. Stop skulking and show yourself.
You always were sharp, little one. Sharp enough to cut yourself.
It's taking everything I have not to grind your rotten carcass to dust.
Don't be mad at Cody, child. I only did my job. Only kept you in line.
You tortured us. For days at a time.
Oh, yes. And you sang so sweetly for me. None of the others screamed like you did. But you're home now, and you brought me a treat, eh? A new friend for Cody.
Should we just kill this guy?
Oh, yes. Fight Cody! Spill your blood on his kennel's floor.
He seems like a massive asshole. And I'd rather just ruin his day. Although we're failing to do that. Okay.
Everything must be clean. Everything must be... Arabella!
What if we give him a smack with the old shillelagh? Okay, that's failed. Cody is as useless as we are, though. Oh no, wait, he's rolled a crit. We'll turn it into a regular attack instead.
There is so much to do.
Bonk. Now he's on his ass. So,
Have to keep going.
Shads, do you want to reverberate that bastard? Good. Lizelle, do you want to just smack him up? God damn, that's damage. Could have Booming Bladed him, actually. Once again, I forget about Booming Blade existing. Down he goes.
Strange inscription on this ring. The same ancient glyphs as that book we found earlier.
Yes, it's almost as though that will allow us into the rest of Cazador's palace. Not much else going on down here aside from Astarion telling us about what a shit life he held.
Looking closer, you recognize the writing. It's the same Kozakuran script from the dictionary you found.
Yeah, let's poke in our ring and read the inscription.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door swings open.
Outstanding.
There is so much to do.
Now, we've got wild shapes on Astarion as well. We should probably use those. Until long rest, symbiotic entity. Gain temporary hit points and deal additional necrotic damage whilst you have them. And cast Halo of Spores with double damage. So maybe we should cast Halo of Spores every now and again. It's somewhere in our spell list, probably. Yeah, it looks like it's a reaction.
With haste.
Perhaps.
You can't be here. No one in, no one out.
You're new. Cazador never kept guard dogs before.
The runaway spawn. You reek of the Master's scent. Come with us. Come to Master.
Excuse me? I will not be ordered around my own house by some blow-in mutt.
We bring you to him. We get his favor.
Is that so? Now, there's a lot of buggers in this fight, but a lot of them are very small. So, I'm hoping that Spirit Guardians will take care of a lot of them. Let's march on over with Gale. We can actually fly a bit further as well. That's ruined a bunch of buggers' days. Then we'll give that one a biff. Biff? Where are they going? They're just howling. Okay, that was a bit pointless of them. Now, what's the plan? Astarion. Bit more of this pinging of guys. Just to shrink the numbers a bit. Maybe we'll knock off a shillelagh as well. So, Shadowheart. It's time for another Spirit Guardians, I think. Have some of that. Now everyone please go for her, because she's closest. Lae'zel, do you want to help Gale on the left here? It's not much, but it's good honest work. That was amazing. Yeah. Oh, he hits anyway. That warding flare doesn't always seem to be that useful. Amazing, that's what I was hoping for. Now, these two that are both on Lae'zel could be an issue. So we'll do a bit of damage to the buggers. This wolf is going to just not do much. This one is going to do a good job and hit Shad, so that's awkward. Now it's almost down. May as well just hit it.
Let's spill some blood.
Lae'zel, who do you want to take out? It's good damage on that one. Maybe we can use up a War Priest charge for a miss. Amazing. And Spirit Guardians helps out some more. Spirit Guardians plus Cull the Weak equals amazing time for all involved. You love to see it. Now let's bonk that guy. And oh, Wilhelm has got involved in the fight. What's he going to do? He's going to dash in. Okay. How's that working out for you, friend? Yeah, thought so. So that's another room full of buggers killed. None of whom have any particularly exciting loot about their person, so now it's a case of strolling about the gaff and seeing what's what. Cazador's office? Not much going on in it. There's not a lot going on anywhere really in Cazador's palace. By the time you come here, you just don't need much anyway.
You stand on a clean metal platform. A beautiful but antiquated elevator. There are some scuffs to show its age, signs of things dragged onto it over the years. But it seems to be in good working order.
What in the hells? I never knew this was here. This was always Cazador's private quarters. Only he ever came in here. Well, him and the unfortunate souls we brought to feed him.
Down we go then. You're not coming, Chads? Yeah, she is. She caught up. And so we find ourselves
Yes, of course.
in Cazador's dungeon. Well, it's definitely here, my man. There's some mysterious side doors. A quick fly down brings us into a lower section. What have we here? A trap. And the Palelson blade. Which I don't think we need, to be honest. A rapier. Attack rolls have advantage against the undead. It's kind of cool. And we have a crypt gate, which I think leads out to the sewers. But for now we will instead jump onto this thing. Oh no, wait. I saw the word chasm and I was still like, no, it's fine, you can jump on that and it will take you upstairs. I feel like he should be immune to death by chasm anyway at this point. You should just automatically fly back out to safety. But obviously that hasn't happened. Withers. It's happened again.
By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
Hooray. We're back. However, we now also need to reapply all of our buffs. So, Danton. Okay, with that tomfoolery out of the way, we're back. No more jumping into chasms. Please, Gale. Let's go and explore this side room. Oh, there's a wooden desk. A letter to Rel Alchem. Cazador talking to another vampire in Athkatla. And then, of course, we got his pet skull, Velioth.
On the pillow rests a skull with a scroll clamped in its bony jaws. The skull's empty eye sockets flare with an eldritch gleam. You feel invited somehow to witness the skull's memories. It seems urgent.
Yeah, let's do that then. Let's enjoy some memories.
This skull is all that remains of the vampire Velioth. He turned Cazador, gave him the gift, and then taught him the rules of vampiric existence.
And what was the first rule?
Velioth's first lesson is always to dominate. Allow none to be your equal. Velioth recalls when Cazador reached out to a former friend. His punishment was to watch as Velioth drained his friend dry.
The second lesson?
Velioth's second lesson is that power comes from solitude. To share with others is to be weak, and to be weak is to fail and die. Velioth recalls when Cazador rebelled against him. Cazador suffered 11 years of impalement because he failed.
And the third lesson? Might have to concentrate a bit harder on this one.
Velioth's third lesson is to act not in haste. A near immortal has time to plan, time to act only when others will pay the price of action. Velioth recalls Cazador, his lessons learned, killing him in the rite of perfect slaughter. How they both laughed. Velioth recalls Cazador boiling the flesh from his skull, and then, to mock him, clamping his schooling scroll in Velioth's jaws. The skull's eyes flash a final time, and its jaws sag open. The scroll with all of Cazador's rituals is yours. Velioth is no more.
Even his precious rules.
Wonderful. Well, they're my rules now. What are we going to do with these rules? Hard to say. Let's just keep strolling through the palace, seeing what we see.
Approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
Gods, these poor people.
Ugh, disgusting. Cazador never fed on wretches like this. But who knows? Maybe the old man's tastes have changed since I left.
You. I know you. You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
No. You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things. My name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Sebastian.
You remember me.
You were handsome. Shy. You'd never been kissed.
You taught me how. And then you destroyed me.
It can't be.
Beneath the dirt and blood, you notice that every prisoner has a rune carved into their flesh.
Look at the symbols. They all have scars.
So Cazador marked them too. Bound us all to his ritual. Gods. I know so many of these faces. They're my conquests. I pursued them. Seduced them. Then brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls for this cursed ritual.
How long?
What?
How long have I been down here?
170 years. You were one of my first.
My family. My friends. They're gone. You took them from me. You took everything from me.
We'll set you free. Okay, we can't even persuade him of that. That's fine.
Free. I'll never be free. I can't even die. This nightmare never ends, and it's your fault. You did this, damn you! I damn you to the hells! I damn you to misery! I damn you!
Damn.
Gods above. He kept Sebastian. I feel ill. All the fools and villains who ever fell for my ploys, they're here.
It's grotesque. They're kept like animals.
And I thought the nests and the kennels were bad. This lurked below. But why? Why does he need them alive? What possible use could they have in this ruined state?
I have a horrible feeling about this.
All the blood he demanded. I thought he was gorging himself on... He never could have finished half of it. He never let us drink. He never wanted us to know. I had no idea there was worse than drainage and death in his hand. I couldn't imagine. We must find Cazador. This must end.
Yep. That's definitely what must happen. Now, what we got on this side?
Hey! Hey, you! Come closer.
Oh, God. It can't be.
It is you. I knew it. I'll kill you. Once I get out of here, I'll kill you!
You're the children from the Monster Hunters camp?
Camp. Monster Hunters. The Gur camp. Oh gods! My parents' camp! Chessa, focus! Resist the beast inside you. You promised! It's your fault! You did this to us! Didn't he tell you? He's the one that kidnapped us. He's the reason we're spawns! I'll kill you!
Yes. Now that you, mention it, I may have done that. Don't look at me like that. Cazador's orders. Quite the deviation from my usual routine, of course. Capture, not lure. I didn't bring them in with sweet rolls or anything. I really forgot about them. Felt nothing the moment I handed them over to him. Oh.
If we eliminate Cazador, will they be free?
I suppose there's a good chance they will. What use is it, though? They're lost. Ravenous. Feral. They'd attack any mortal on sight. All these people were ruined because of me.
And promised their parents we'd save them.
Parents? You've seen my parents?
They're looking for you.
I miss them. I think. Or perhaps it's the hunger. Oh, I don't know. It's so hard to tell. You should go. Leave us here. We shouldn't be out there. We'd hurt our families.
Never give up hope. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about.
Behind the exhaustion, starvation, and fear, recognition stirs in her eyes. And with it, hope.
You really mean it? Cazador's got this stuff. It controls the doors. If you get it, you can set everyone free. If you get it, somehow.
Alright, I'll free you once I have the staff.
Good luck. If you fail, well, I suppose we'll be seeing you again. In here.
Now it's time for Cazador. But before Cazador, I want to test something. I want to see what happens if Astarion isn't with us. I mean, if you don't bring him along at all, then he gets very upset and leaves you. But what if he's here, but not here?
You touch us, mutants!
We'll make those monsters pay.
There we go. Astarion is no longer with us. Just this handsome drow. Now let's head on in and see what Mr. Cazador has to say for himself. Oh, the disguise wears off.
Before us?
Okay.
Is this truly our prodigal son?
Question answered, I
Do not
guess.
slouch before me, boy. Have you no respect for yourself? Look at you. Crawling back after abandoning your family. You should be begging our forgiveness.
Forgiveness? You've never forgiven anything. Every mistake, every slip was punished.
I strove for perfection in all things, even those as imperfect as you. A pity you amounted to so little, despite my efforts.
No! No. Fuck you. And fuck everything you've ever done to me!
We're here for justice. You're gonna pay.
I will not speak to cattle. This is between me and the boy.
You son of a bitch.
You truly forgot my power. You truly thought our bond as creator and creation was all that stopped you from killing me? Oh, you are weak, my child. You are a small, pathetic little boy who never amounted to anything. But today, you will finally do something worthwhile. You will burn, and I will ascend.
No! Stop him! Get me out of this!
That's the plan.
Witness the birth of the Vampire Ascendant! Ecce Dominus! Fight on if you must, but I am
So, it's a rumbling. Cazador gets to act first. Call lightning. There's not a lot we can do about that. So that's a big chunk of damage. Now he's turned into mist and he's shuffled over there.
Of course. Cazador channels his powers through those rooms.
Yes, he does. But what if we...
Surely we could take the power for ourselves. We just need to reach them.
Let's cast a daylight spell. Daylight. Sphere. And we just pop it, say, here. Yeah, get out of mist form, you prick. So he's channeling his power from a couple of the spawns. Well, Astarion, Yusin and Violet. There's Violet. Is that Yusin? Yeah. So these back 3 runes, if we can stand on them, we can generally ruin his day. Have we got any movement speed to fly? We've got no real movement speed left, but we have got the Tempest, so we can kind of get closer to Yusin. A little bit closer anyway. Now a bunch of bats are going to do their thing. Little pricks. Soleil. We kind of want to get in there and help Astarion, I think. Misty Step will let us get some of the way. We haven't got any bonus actions left, so maybe we can't reach him this turn. We can stroll over here at least. I guess there's no harm popping a Spirit Guardians on. Took out a bat. Took out a second bat. Yeah, let's just ruin a few people's day. And then we're going to do more or less the same with Shadowheart, I think. Let's go for a high level. Highest level Guardians that we can. And then let's do a fly. And let's see. We don't want to hurt Petras if we can avoid it.
Well played, but I still have power enough to rend the flesh from your bones.
So he's weaker now because one of his runes is blocked off. That's good. Let's see what everyone else decides to do. Nice. They're not doing a great deal of anything, this lot. They're all just sort of failing. That guy's a bit of a pain though, perhaps. And then what are you up to? Just dashing about because no one's close to you. Blight. Eesh! Jesus Christ, that was damage. Not a fan of that. Now, Gale. I really would like Astarion to be rescued. Everyone's failed their opportunity attacks, so that's good. Oop. Right. Get back in the fight, please. Good. And then that's about all we can do with Gale's turn. But now Astarion gets to join the fun. More Spirit Guardians, perhaps? Is there any situation where it's not the best option? Actually, yeah, let's fly over to here instead. and block off one of his rituals. Which one's of which? Yusun... He's got an additional 5 arm class from Violet, so Yusun might have been healing him every turn or something like that. Now those bats are gonna explode themselves. Amazing. Lae'zel is surrounded by goons. But now slightly fewer goons. Yeah, run over to Violet. There we go. Ah, she gets the benefit. So she gets the +5 to armor class now. That's kind of cool. Armor class 28. Now, much as I would like to do something useful with Shadi, I think that's the best bet. Let's see. Yeah, let's use a guiding bolt maybe. We're threatened by this bugger though still, aren't we? So let's unthreaten ourselves. Immune's paralysed, that's good. Yeah, no one's hitting Lae'zel anytime soon, I don't think.
Fading fast.
Hisk.
I need healing.
She does need healing. It's down to 4 HP. That's a bugger. No. Right. Gale. There we go. Back on your feet, Shadi. And then what are we going to do with our time? I mean, this guy is still alive, and he's probably a pain in the balls. 90%. I'll take it. Astarion. Can you reach Prick over there? Nice. And Lae'zel, you probably can't, but you've also got a werewolf light up in your grill. So yeah, deal with that shit. Maybe do a bit more damage to old Chatterteeth there. Let's see. Have we lost our wild shape because we died? Yes. So let's get a new one back. But that's all we can really do because, yeah, we're about to die. Get cold. Critical miss, that's great. That's also great. Cazador's probably going to go for Shads though. But these bats aren't doing very much, which is fun. Oh, he's going to hit Astarion. So let's get another Spirit Guardians on the go with Gale.
The ascension is inevitable.
You can just get Guardianed a bit. Can we also reach? We can.
Much longer.
No, can we just select Shadowheart at this point? Seems not. She should, in theory, be selectable because they're all in a line together, but for some reason her action isn't shared with the others. Maybe it's because there was a bat in the way and it's now died. But now all 4 of them are in a line, so we should be able to use Shads at this point. Alas. Let's keep hitting this bug with radiant damage. Because he doesn't like it up him. Lae'zel, are you able to reach from there? Nice. It's good damage. And then now it's Shadowheart's turn. Oh, the bat didn't even die, so I don't know what I was talking about. Now that's that bugger annoyed. Those two got radiant orbs, so hopefully she'll survive some more attacks. She could also give them a bit of that. Although now they've got Lycanthropic Fury. What's that all about? Strength increased, armor class decreased. That's probably not great. Yeah. Bit of blight on Astarion, that's possibly fine. Undying Fury. Strength increased by 4 and he can multi-attack. You can also get cold. So that's promising. And now we can pretty much move off the ritual spaces if we like. Because he's stuck in that sarcophagus. Blam.
No healing soup for you. Wake up!
Get your hands off me, worm!
I'm not the one in the dirt. One last thrust. And I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
You think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. Get over here. We can do this.
We're not doing this, Astarion. You cannot finish the ritual. You'll kill all those people.
If we release them, how many people will they kill? Tens of thousands? Hundreds of thousands? But if I complete the ritual, think of the power I'll have. With me by your side, we can save the city. We can save ourselves.
I want you to live a life you're proud of, Astarion. You can't be proud of this.
You're right. I can be better than them. But I'm not above enjoying this.
That did look enjoyable.
Is it over? Is he...
Yes.
He's gone.
What does that mean for us?
What do you want it to mean?
I don't know.
Your choices are simple, really. You can hide here, living in the shadows like parasites. Or you could be more than what he made us to be. You can choose differently, of course. But the consequences are on your head.
And what does it mean for them?
Now, that's a better question. 7,000 spawn, from ancient conquests to stolen children.
Cazador's staff controlled everything during the ritual. If it controls the cells too, you could decide their fate.
Let's release them. They deserve the same chance you got.
A herd of vampire spawn unleashed on the Sword Coast. What could go wrong?
The poor wretches in the cells are innocent. They shouldn't have to suffer just because I lured them here. They'll need someone to lead them. Take the tunnels into the Underdark. Find somewhere, well, not safe, but less perilous.
What? No, we can't.
Just try to keep them out of trouble. I think we're done here. Let's go.
Indeed. Let's go. Let's also make sure we've robbed a bunch of loot from Cazador. Don't think Chatsy's got anything. Astarion, any final words for this episode?
That's it. He's gone. After all these years, these centuries. It's really over.
How does it feel?
I'm not sure. I feel a little numb. What I've lost. What I've gained. It's all so much. And God, all those spawn. Free in the Underdark. I need some time, I think. Just to let it all sink in. Let's just go. This place reeks of death, and I want to feel alive again.
Fine sentiment. We will go ahead and carry on feeling alive next time. But until then, thanks for watching, friends.